Hello to all my friends out there. Hi, you guys. Hi, you guys. This is the last of the 2 hours of walking. I want to encourage you guys to exercise a little bit. I know I have to, otherwise I have to go back to work, one or the other. So this video is how I taught my son to swim. All right, here in San Diego, we already had a couple of drownings, children drowning. And so when I was a kid, we were at the beach, and I wasn't a very big kid myself, but I was always a good swimmer because my dad was a swimming coach. So maybe about a foot below the water at the beach, a baby floated by, and I grabbed it and it started crying, and it was okay, but it had floated out underwater that fast. And then I lived in this apartment, and it was at the time, water wings came out. I don't suggest those. I'll tell you what I did. Okay, so the little girl, her mother would take her out there swimming, and she would use the water wings. And what was so dangerous is she would take them off. And so what happened is we were out there, and I saw she was at the bottom of the pool. So I dived down there on the deep end, and I managed to drag her up, but she was maybe about 3 or 4, and it really wasn't easy for me to drag her up, so that happened 2 times. Finally, I told her, Mom, if you're out here, I'm not out here. You're a disaster waiting to happen. So, my son at that time was a baby, and so I was determined to teach him how to swim. And I was determined that I would never have to pull him out of the bottom of the pool because, it's not that easy to do. So what I did was I bought vests, like lifeguard type vests, and you slip your arms through them and you zip them up. And I told him you can never be by the pool unless you have that vest on, and you can never take the vest off. And so that way they're not afraid of the water because they know they're not going to drown. So, I would, get in the pool with them. My boyfriend, had kids, and he helped too, teach him how to swim. And so, but I still didn't let him take his vest off, ever. And I would told him, if you don't have this vest on, you will drown somehow. To really get it into his mind that he had to have his little vest on. And they come, and I have seen all kinds of swimming, teaching babies to swim, and it's horrifying what they do. So, we taught him, how to swim. And then I told him, okay, you can get in the pool by yourself, but I was sitting there. But you have to either sit on the stairs if I'm not in the pool, or you have to hang on to the side of the pool. So he couldn't wait to get in the pool all the time. And then when he was quite a bit bigger, I said, okay, you can swim around on the shallow end of the pool, because if you get into the deep end and something happens, I'm going to have to drag you up. So, then he was swimming pretty proficiently by this time, and he wanted to go into the deep end. So there was no fear to do with swimming. And never had a mishap, never had swimming lessons. If you are an adult and you are a weak swimmer, you can employ this method on yourself. So then, eventually I said, okay, this was after a long time. I said, okay, you can go on the deep end. for a little while, you know. So then, you know, he was all excited because he was swimming by himself on the deep end. Naturally, I was watching him like a hawk. So then, you know, then he started begging me to take the swimming vest off. And I said, no, I'm not 100% sure. Actually, I was pretty sure he could swim, but taking no chances. So finally one day, I said, okay, you can take the vest off if you stay on the shallow end, if you sit on the stairs, or if you hang on to the side and you show me you can swim to the stairs. And so then pretty soon he was swimming without the swimming vest on the shallow side. And then, you know, he was begging me, I can do it. And I go, no, I want you to practice. And then, you know, eventually he was swimming underwater and, you know, all kinds of stuff. The swimming underwater is very important because then they're going to panic. And I said, no, I'm going to have to drag you out. But eventually, you know, he started swimming pretty good, and I let him go on the deep end. And then I let him do some laps, you know. But then I would make him put the vest back on because, so you get the idea that we were using the vest all the time when he was swimming, especially if you have a pool. It should be fenced anyway. But I just wanted to mention that in case any of you have kids, get the vest, don't take a chance, teach them to swim themselves when they're babies. Also, I want to mention my baby can read. Teach your kids to read, just like, you know, you teach them to talk, and just put that thing on and let it run and teach your baby to read so that it always knows how to read, because if it can read, it can learn. Okay, you guys, those are my helpful tips. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Oh, and if you have any good swimming tips, let us know. And God bless you all.